Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about African Renaissance. As I told you last time, it's very important to talk about ourselves, our countries, our story, and our people. African Renaissance is the view of African children. I told you last time that the question itself, when we'll be able to talk about African Renaissance, was asked by Cheikh Anta Diop in 1948. And in 1999, President Thabo Mbeki access to power in South Africa and said this 21st century will be African. Africans will do what is necessary in this 21st century for making Africa greater. That is African Renaissance. It means that we'll do what is necessary for doing Africa great again. You say me, Africa first again. I think that is the most important thing now. If you learn a story 6 centuries ago, you can understand what Africa was before colonialism. We had a lot of kingdoms, I told you last time, but we have very organized kingdoms. We have very wealthy kingdoms, and our kings were very, I can say, kind. They were leading our countries as how it must be, and then Europeans came, destroy our kingdoms, see what they can take, and kill some parts of our soldiers, our kings, and colonize our countries. It was not easy for our people. In a lot of parts of the continent, Europeans taken African countries as colonies. Concern is that what they decided in Berlin in 1884. But there is an important movie that you have to see. It's the President Mbeki presentation of the Battle of Adwa. It means that in that movie you'll understand that what Europeans decided in Berlin wasn't in the country. So things that at the beginning that when they come to Africa, African people will be shy, leave them, take their kingdoms. No, it wasn't like that. When they came in Africa, there were a lot of battles. Everywhere in the continent they were fighting. Sometimes, Europeans has win, but sometimes Africans win. It means that, those who are from African countries speaking French think that all the time that African people had lost. No, we have lost nothing. You can say they have killed a lot of kings. Yes, that's true. But we are winners. That's what we have to understand. That is what we have to, how to say it? In French I say, graver pour l'éternité. Yes, that's what we have to understand forever. It's very important to understand that even in that country speaking French, where France thought it has won, and that it will lead colonies like how it wanted. No, it wasn't like that. Just an example, Senegal. After the colonization of Senegal, of the kingdoms of Senegal, before colonialism, Senegal wasn't one country. Senegal was a lot of kingdoms. We had in the north the Wallo, and we have the Fouta, we have the Jolof, we have the Bawol, we have the Kayar, and we have the Sine, the Saloum, we have the Bunu, we have the kingdoms of Casamance also. That was Senegal. And when French have colonized a lot of kingdoms of Senegal, they think that yes, it was finished and they were able to do what they want. Senegalese people have refused. You can understand a lot of fight under colonialism. Yes, how to explain that a lot of French were killed during colonialism in Senegal. And they were afraid also that every time Senegal people get up, wake up, and push them out. That's what has happened in Haiti. That's why sometimes they were doing a conspiration. They were lying for putting Senegalese people in jail for exiling Senegalese people. We have one case important in Senegal. It's the case of Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba. Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba, he was a religious man. He was, I can say, a Quranic teacher also. And he had a lot of disciples. And during colonialism, French colonization didn't want him to have disciples because they said if the warlords are recruit, they'll be a force and they put us out. And their governor, Louis Faidherbe, says that yes, now we have to take Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba to put him in jail, to throw him, to put him in exile in another French country, in Gabon. That's what they did. Just because they wanted to do Senegalese people divided. I tell you about exile. I think that it was main armed for French in its colonies. We had the same in Guinea with Samori Touré, who also was sent in Gabon. We have also in Dahomey the case of Béhanzin, who also was sent in exile. Everywhere, they were afraid of kings. Sometimes they didn't kill them, they exiled them, and they, don't forget, Samori Touré was killed in exile. So, it was the manner to kill them in exile, far from the people. And if we come back in the case of Senegal, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba was sent in Gabon for around 8 years, And after 8 years, he came back in Senegal in 1902. As a religious man, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba has noticed that date, It's the Safar 1313. And he says that I thank God in this day. I thank God for bringing me back in my country, in my community, in my disciples. That's what French colonization didn't want. And after his return, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba was doing what he was doing before. You can say, teaching his disciples, founding villages, If we understand, before going to Gabon, in 1885, he founded his city, the village of Touba. The village founded in 1885 is today the second city of Senegal. In 10 years, it will be the first of Senegal. That is colonialism. It means that what France didn't want is Senegal to grow up, Senegal to be developed, Senegal to be how it must be, to be what it must be. Other cities that existed before Touba, what are they today? They are blocked by French colonialism. The city of Dakar, you can take that example, the capital of Senegal at this time. The capital will go to Touba also. That's it. It means that French colonialism has blocked Senegal, Senegal's development. And today, under Macky Sall, who is accepted to give all riches in the country to French, Senegal is decreasing in the international community. Today, they tell you Senegal is the 23rd poorest country of the world. I think that it's a very bad information for Senegalese people, which every day are working night and day for developing that country. But that's what colonialism means, Everything that you can do, your country won't go. Because, where's the money of Senegal? It's with French until today. The colonial money is going on in Senegal until today. In 2020. Do you think that is normal? And the main problem is, it's not Senegal only. It's all African countries speaking French. The rest of all African countries speaking French. 35% of the rest are in Bank of the France confiscated by French country. Do you think that is normal? No. I think that what is wrong is how African presidents are doing. Those who are speaking French. They are giving their enterprises, they are giving also their money to France to be developed. At that time, their country are not just undeveloped, but every time they are decreasing. No. Besides, that's time to stop that phenomenon. That's time that we do what is necessary for making Africa greater, for doing African Renaissance. That's what President Mbeki has said. That's what we'll do. Thank you very much.